Oh, hi there. Recently haven't been doing too many electronic projects and I wanted to get back into it, so here I am, electronic projects. I'm making a thermal flashlight. This is the beginnings of it. I'm using the same sensor that you'd find in a laser thermometer. It's this guy right here, MLX 9614. Will you focus on that? No. Okay, whatever. So, that's the sensor. It's using, are you going to refocus? There it goes. It's using two pull-up resistors. They're bridging the voltage pin and the two input pins. One's a clock, the other one's a the data train, the input. So I'm using the wiring library because it's kind of complicated to talk to this thing, and I don't know why this won't refocus. There it goes. Anyway, so yeah, there's the sensor right there in the middle, that guy. This on top is one of the fun LEDs I'd been playing with previously. It's a, I think WS8212 something. I have another video showing that thing off. Had a solder to it and everything. So anyway, what this code is going to do, it's using some logic and code I worked on with Dustin previously, that's going to generate an array of saturated colors. So on the lower end of the spectrum, I think it's a 512 array. I couldn't fit too much more. Arduino doesn't really have a ton of memory. On the lower end of the spectrum, like the 1, 0, yada yada, that starts at saturated red, and it goes through all the primaries, like red to green to yellow, or red, yellow, green, and at the high end of the spectrum, at the 512 when it ends at magenta, because I didn't want it to loop back and around to red, because that'd be a little confusing. I want to know what the poles, or the extremes of the temperature are. So it takes the data from there. It uses a map function. I couldn't use the built-in map function because it uses integers, so I had to rewrite it for floats because it comes back as floats in Celsius. Any which way, who cares? Nerd stuff. The moral of the story is this thing should, and it was working pretty well earlier. It'll be sad if it's not working now. Essentially, turn on that LED and glow different colors pretty brightly, depending on what I'm pointing it at. So I'm going to plug this in. Alright, so there's that. I'm going to take it. And right now it's being powered off the computer, but eventually I've got some 5-volt step-up guys. I'll be able to use batteries, or the Arduino can use 9-volt batteries as well, but I think I'm probably going to use one of these little dudes, Digisparks. These guys are adorable. So cute. Anyway, here's the colors. Bam. Oh, it's spooky and dark. Can't see my face anymore. Now you can. So, my face is registering when I'm pointing it directly at my face. It's registering as mostly greens. Get closer. Some oranges, and it's doing some funky white balancing. Right now the color's just constant green, but the camera's trying to adjust for that. Whatever. Can't do too much about that. So here's something that's kind of cool. What's that thing? You gonna show? Okay. So where I'm sitting is showing up kind of green. If I move over a little bit, it goes much bluer. And I can pull back and, problem is with pretty much any camera I'm going to have here, we're not going to be able to see so well because them's the brakes. There's just not enough light here. But even at a distance pointing, I can see a pretty clear distinction. I can point it at something else hot and see some almost, yeah, it's going to red if I point directly at it, yeah. And let's see if we can get something super blue. Got a cup with ice here, and yeah, it turns it real blue. At a distance, it's not super fine resolution, well, I mean, it's super fine resolution. It's not super focused. I don't know if there's something I can do to focus this. I looked at the parts online, and it's pretty much the same sensor and everything. But anyway, I'm going to stick this into a flashlight and be able to point it all over my house to see all the different colors and whatnot, and use time-lapse, or not time-lapse, long exposures to be able to essentially map the heat of my house in a bunch of pictures. So anyway, that should be fun. And that's pretty much it. Okay, bye.